This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and natural gas. And then in the old mix today, we're going to put in NVIDIA, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have one of my favorite trades is NVIDIA. I'm long the stock, and I also trade this stock because I think the future is very, very bright. Okay, here's what we got here today. Okay, so we put in a low of 135.12. Friday's high was 135.28, which is very nice. So now there's no gap. Okay, that's all nice and taken care of. Okay, so here, let's just take a look at the downside here first. Right here is a key level that you need to close over. That's at 137.12. That's going to be very, very key. Then what we can do is we can look to today's low here. You're looking at that 135.12, and then we have this 8-day at 133.28. Now, obviously, if that's lost, we're going to come right down to old Hondo over here, sitting at 128.99, and then your retest at 126.86. Now, you can sell, you see, even here on the sell down, look how nice that 100-day, how it sold. Okay, how it held, I should say. Okay, this is why you trade the chart. So you know where it's going to go. As long as we close back above, then we have a good chance of going sideways or even higher, okay, like we are here now. Now, what I like about this is not only fill the gap, but we made a higher high and a higher low. That's very, very nice. So what we have to do is we have to look at today's high. You're looking at 138.40. This is the key right here. Is going to be this 8-day, 139.68. That's going to be you need to close above that, okay? So again, if we can, then what we'll do is we'll come over to the top of this candle. You're looking at 141.82, and then we'll come up the top of here. You're looking at 145.70. This is what we're looking at right here. This is going to be that 146.54 level right here. That's going to be very, very key. And then what we do is we can just look to the left of the chart here, okay? What do you got? 147.16, which is that price channel right there. And then we come over here to the left. Okay, you got 149.77, and then your big retest and breakout is 152.89. Now you crack that, you're going to go to that 160, 175, and I think you're ahead towards that 200 mark. Not today, but eventually I think we will do that. Okay, but right now, this is what you're going to be trading here today. Okay, on the downside, you're going to be trading this 137.11. Okay, and then on the upside here, this 50-day is everything at 139.68. You need to close above both of these here at the end of the day. If not, then we're going to come right down to that 8-day. That's going to be a nice, good support level at 133.27. Now, we look at the RSI here. You can see this here, nice, okay, 51, you got plenty of room to run on the upside. The green is still below the red, but again, we got to see if we can just crawl above here. If we can, then we get this kind of a scenario, and then this is what happens, okay, very, very nice. But the price is now, it is above that 8-day, which is very key. If we can get it above that 21-day and hold that, and get it above that 50-day, then we're looking very good to take it much higher. Now, we look here on the old weekly chart. Well, what do we got here? Well, on the downside here, we got to watch this 130. Okay, this is going to be very, very critical. By the end of the week is going to be this 21 simple moving average, 130.05. On the upside, we have this 8-day, okay, at 139.89, which lines up here pretty nice here with this 139.68 level. So if we can crawl back above that, then we got a good shot at taking that 152.89 level. Now you can see here your green is still below your red, shows that that's bearish. But again, that can curl right back up here over time. Same way here at the RSI, got plenty of room to run. Okay, so this here today, again, just watch that 21-day. It needs to close on that. If we can, the next level on the upside is going to be that 50-day, and then we just follow the candles all the way up here till we hit that 147.14, which is basically just the top of this candle right there. And then we got a good shot at that 152.89. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin daily and weekly chart. Now, really, it's kind of like a nothing burger here for Bitcoin. You're down 3,000. Okay, and that sounds great, but you know it's $100,000 area here. Okay, so it's really no big deal. So far, really today, it's just an inside day. So if you watch my video this morning, we're just trading against Friday's candle. Okay, that's all we're doing. Okay, so you got that high of 98,435, and then we have that low of 92,355, which we have not hit yet. Okay, so if we lose today's low, okay, that 92,905, then you're going to come right to the bottom, that 92,355 level, and then right here is going to be your 97.85. That's going to be your ticket, and all that is just the basic, the bottom of that candle right there. Okay, 97.85. Okay, very nice. But you put the price channels on there, you don't have to go looking all over there. You just look at the price channel. Boom. There she is. Okay, now, again, if that's lost here, your big target is going to be this 50-day. It's going to be that 85,992. Now, you got to be a little patient with this. I found that out here. You got to be a little patient with this. But an easy way to trade this is I bought it Friday. I sold it here today, made money, and then I got into that short on the old Bitcoin, which is BITI. It's an ETF. So this is like, for me now, this is going to be, I'm always a two-way trader, okay? Because yeah, it just had a really good run, and this is going to go higher absolutely over time. But right now, it just doesn't seem like it wants to. So we make money on the short side, okay? So by Friday, what we're looking at here is you really need to hold this level right here. This is 95,158. We need to hold that on the closing basis. That would keep this pattern here very nice intact. If not, we're going to start hitting these levels right there at that 97.85, and then possibly down to that 50-day at 85.992 level. Okay. Now upside here, well, what we're going to do is we'll be looking for today's high. Okay, so you're looking at 96,595. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. This is going to be a key level that we're looking for, is that 98,936. That's that 21-day. And then right above it here, we have that 8-day at 100,553. Now, your 8-day is still above your 21-day, so that's good. But again, if this rolls over, then you're going to be fighting that. So that's going to be big time resistance, not only the 21-day, but that 8-day. That's going to be very key. See, like when the 8-day gets on top, then it just rolls. When it gets out underneath there, not so good. Okay, so let's be patient with this. For me, again, it's just a nice two-way trade. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old Crude ski. Okay, here we have Crude ski, daily chart, all stretched out here. Nice. Let me just take her back there. See? All stretched out. You can see here we're in a downtrending pattern. Okay, very easy to see that. Okay, up here, a nice upper pattern. See how nice that rolls? Bottom left, up right. That's what you always want to see, unless you're short. Okay, and then this is exactly what you want to see, the same way was this. Okay, but let's just take a look here and see what we got going on here today. Now, what we do have is we just made today's high was 69.94, and when Friday's high, what do we have? You have 69.85. So we made a little bit higher high today, and we made a little bit higher low here so far. Okay, so downside first. Let's take a look here. As you're looking at 68.59, that's key. And then Friday low, that 68.42, that's exactly what we're looking here to hold. Because if you look right to the left of the chart here, you had 68.44. That was your support level going right there, okay? If that's lost, you can follow the candles. But realistically, you're going down to that 66.98. You're going to be retesting that. And that's lost. You're going to come right down to the bottom here, looking at 66.53 level. And then we have down here, you got 66.33. And then we come down to 65 level, 65, 63, and then 65.27 is your big target. You lose this here, then you're going to hit that 63, 64 level, 60, and then you're going to go down into 50s. Okay, very easy. But right now, we don't worry about that. Right now, we're trading what we have here. Now, you can see the price now is below all these simple moving averages, and that's not good. Okay, so upside here, this is what you're watching right there, 69.25. That's going to be key. You need to get back above it. That's that 21-day. And then right above it is we have this 8-day at 69.63. And then we have that, that's a 50-day. And then the 8-day at 69.83. So everything you need to do on the upside is sitting right there. The 21-day, the 50-day, and the 8-day. You need to get back above that if you can. That 71.51, that is going to be your target, okay? So until you close back above this, that would break this downtrend, but obviously it's not doing it. It still wants to go on the old downslide situation, okay? So always just trade what you got here. Remember, I am short. I own the SCO, that's a short on crude oil, and then I just scalp the UCO. It's a very easy trade. I kind of use it for a hedge, but I don't see anything positive here about this chart that this is going to rip on up here. Now, again, we close above that 71.51. The short is off, the long is on, and boom, there we go. Okay, there's your target. Is going to be that 200-day at 75.87. But right now, I don't see it. So upside, watch that 21-day, very key. Watch that 50-day, very key. And then watch that 8-day. Very key as starting to roll over here now. So we got to see how that's going to shake out. Downside, just watch Friday's low. That's going to be critical. That's that 68.42. If not, we follow the candles down, 66.98. That is going to be your target there on the downside. Okay, let's take a look here now at Natgas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now you're going to have the contract roll started yesterday. It'll be taking place here very shortly. The price will be much lower than what it is right now. Okay, it's just going to absolutely just gap down. Okay, it's not going to be like this where we have this contract roll, it gapped up, and then we filled that gap, and then we had a nice rally. This will be gapping down. Now, you can see how this 21-day held it very nicely. Okay, it doesn't matter if it comes on down. See all those little stickies there? It doesn't really matter as long as it closes back above, and what you did, we had a nice rally up. Now, as always pointing out here, watch that right there, that 200-day. Okay, you're sitting at 3.86. Okay, that is the key. Now you can see where he went in there. It went just a little bit higher than that here. So what we got here is high as 3.94, but it don't mean dick because you got to close above this. That's it. That's just a trade to get in there, but when it doesn't close above it, it doesn't close above it. So I took a short ski on that there today, and I'm still in the short, the KOLD. I got a stop loss at 52.05, and I'm going to see how that all shakes out. But again, if it does rally up here, say it rallies right on up here again, then we want to do is we want to watch Friday's candle, okay? You want to watch that close at 3.74, and then you want to watch that high at 3.82, and then we want to watch today's high at that 3.94. But you need to close above this key level. This is that 200-day on the weekly at 3.87. If you can't, you're not going higher. You're going to go sideways to down, just like we had here. Okay, it's just that simple. So if it keeps on selling off here, a couple key levels that you really want to watch is, okay, today's low here, what we have, we had 3.58. So we're watching this level right here. This is 3.56. See how nice that is? Okay, this is why you put the price channels in there, because all you got to do is just take a red across, and boom, it held that bad boy right there. Okay, see nice? Now, if that's lost here, you're going to come right there to that 8-day, 3.47. If that's lost, you're going to come right here to this 21-day at 3.31. We have to see how that shakes out. But right now here, big old red candle, and you're outside of that price channel, which is never good, because once you start getting out of the price channel, here's a perfect example. It wants to come back into that 8 simple moving average. Same way here, it gets on the outside. Where does it want to do? Right to that 8-day. Okay, so you just look in the past where it goes and where it wants to come back to, where it comes back to. Even if it goes down, okay, it wants to get back to that 8-day. Okay, something about the 8 days like a magnet to a fridge. Okay, so for today, what you want to watch is just watch yesterday or Friday's candle, that 3.74. That's what that was the closing level on that, and then that 3.82. Okay, and then obviously today's high at that what do we have there at that 3.94 level. That's the upside. Downside, just watch this level right here. This is going to be very, very critical. 3.56. Just watch that. If that's lost, then you've got to watch that 3.47. That's the 8-day. And then we're going to have this 21-day at 3.31. So just trade this range. This is not a buy and hold in either direction. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after the open close. And we'll take a look at, obviously, Bitcoin and crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll see what else we get thrown in the old mix. Now, Tesla was a really good trade today here. That's working out really good. Meta is a good trade there today. And NVDA, I'm long NVDA, and I'm trading NVIDIA. That's a really good trade. We got to see if it can break on through. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.